audiences. Please enjoy this feature presentation of the Crooked River Radio Network. This program is rated for all audiences.
Four guys on sports. Four guys on sports. Four guys on sports starts now.
Yeah, don't it, oh. Now, once I get everything turned on here.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, y'all.
Morning. Hello, kids.
Yeah, good morning. Here, welcome, everybody, to the Four Guys on Sports show. We're going to talk about some really interesting stuff today. Basically, more Browns news. We're going to go with Texas, or the Dallas playing the Philadelphia Eagles tomorrow. I have to cover that.
Yeah.
And also, let's see what else we got. We'll figure it all out as we get there. But anyway, good evening, everybody. Morning, whatever. And we're here. Second week in a row. Can you believe it? Wow, man. Anyway, let's pass it around here for a minute or two. Good evening, or good morning, Evan. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. And, of course, we got our old pal Gordon up there. Nate's off on assignment. Let's put him. He's been assigned to work.
Yeah.
Somebody gave him a better offer. Can you believe it?
Offering good reviews.
He better not refuse.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, which I mean here.
True.
Yes. Hey, look at that. We're all here.
I'm not. There I am.
How about that? All right. This guy really knows what he's doing, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you a quick story here. You know, the last 2 or 3 weeks now, I've been working on this system.
Mm-hmm.
And I get going here. We tried to do a couple of shows and it kept erroring out and everything else. So I figured, well, what the heck, I'm going to tear into it. Well, long story short, I decided to look at the audio that was coming out of the machine. And I find out that it's not coming out as a machine. It's taking in the, I'm seeing something here. It's coming out in mono. And I'm like, what? Here in the settings, they give you a bunch of settings from, with the sampling rate. And the sampling rate was set on one channel. I have had this broadcaster in here for ages. And I'm going to tell you what. Why is that flickering? I'm going to tell you what. It surprised the hell out of me. I bumped it up to 2 channels. All of a sudden, we're in stereo. And don't it sound like it?
Here we go.
It sounds a lot richer. Mm-hmm. But, it's stereo. What the heck do you want? Anyway, that's my story for the day. What y'all been up to?
Well, steady grind, daily grind, but just trying to keep up with some good sports And unfortunately, I'm already looking ahead to next weekend, the following week for our Buckeyes.
Yeah,
And
that next week is that team up north. Ooh.
yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm looking forward to that. It's Rutgers Day,
Yeah,
and
they shouldn't have much trouble with them.
yeah, yeah. So I'm not really, I'll tune in, but I'm not expecting, the competition. It not. I don't look for it to be the best game. I don't know why name he's in here. He sits and shows where they beat someone, just beat the piece off someone. They could score 100 points and be 100-0 and say, man, I love it. It loses my interest.
They, I watched the Buckeyes game last week. That team was that team that they played was so overmatched. Wasn't even funny.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
had
Right
like
now they're
what
just being
27
going.
points in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
yeah.
Um,
They are steamroll folks now.
yeah, I think the part that I liked was watching them win, of course. But if they got Rutgers today, that shouldn't be much. They're going to have to get prepared for next week, though, because
Yes.
I'd love to see them win again like that. Just take the
Yeah.
top right off the popper.
Especially after last year with that team up north.
Yeah, well, that that team up north doesn't have the coaching they had before, and there's probably
True
going to be
that,
some errors.
and it is rivalry, but looking back at it afterwards, that was one of the best things that could happen to them. Was that it kind of woke them up, if you will, woke them up. I think they were,
Yeah.
as old as you said, they were telling themselves.
Anyway, um, I want to touch on this lightly because if I get into it the way I'd like to get into it, there would be some speakers melting. And that's the good old Browns. I am telling you what,
Yes.
if they don't win today, because they should have, or tomorrow rather, this week, if they don't win this week, I won't watch another game of theirs the rest of the season. We're at week what 12 now,
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
the one positive thing, if you want to call it that, was Shador Sanders got his first taste of NFL on the field. Um, the thing that bothers me about some of this is the fact that um, what's his name, Dylan got taken out in the right after the first half with a concussion. And when he turned it over to Shador, he ended up losing it. And now, mind you, I understand he hasn't taken one snap with the first team, and any other excuse you want to come up with. But still, damn it, he needed to win. And could we do it? No way. I think the positive things that have happened in the last couple of weeks is the fact that we got rid of that idiot DePesta or whatever the hell his name is. and Deep Podesta, that was it.
Mhm.
We got rid of him, which should have happened years ago. And I think they're going to end up getting rid of Barry after the first of the year. I think they're going to keep him for the rest of the season because the talent that he's bringing in really isn't worth a damn. And but as far as the gameplay and that flipping Miles Garrett, I feel so bad for that dude. He's playing the top of he's playing the top of his game. When you start getting 4 and 5 sacks in a game, that's pretty close to awesome. But that
Yes.
the way that ended up working though is he does all that work and they end up losing. Give the guy a win, damn it, and make him all feel better. But I'm
And
gonna.
wow.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, my whole thing is that look at them this year. Where's their offense ranked?
Near the bottom, I know that. It's not very good. And the killer part about last week, we had a lead for about 3/4 of that game, and we couldn't hold on to it. That's what just, bites more than anything else.
Evan, the whole thing comes down to though, you had that quarterback shift.
Mm-hmm.
You had somebody that hadn't taken a snap with the first team, and you got a week or two is going to make a hell of a difference with him, especially now that he's had a little bit of game experience. But still, it's the whole thing comes down to you got to flip and win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And personally, I think what you're going to see is I'm not sure Stefanski's going to be here, especially if he only wins 2 or 3 games. He'll be on the chopping block.
Yeah.
But, the whole thing comes down to you got to win the damn game. Looking around the league, there's a few of them that aren't doing anywhere near what they ought to be doing, except for good old Pittsburgh with Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
You got I'm hungry here. You got to take and get the win. And I mean Baltimore, what are they, 5-4, something like that?
Yeah.
And it's a shame we couldn't make it another game. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to her. I was been watching kind of.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say yeah, but and you touched on the fact that a lot of them aren't doing well this year, and this is a serious season of ups and downs because when looking at didn't know I wasn't expecting. Come on, we weren't expecting the Bills to lose,
Yeah, and
but
they
I'm gonna
lost.
say this. That defense over there, man, I didn't realize his defense was good. You know, so with that said, I'm looking at these teams, especially the in the FC. There. I mean, looking at oh gosh, KC. Baltimore. I'm like, who's the probably as of now, I think I'm not even sure AFC. Well, maybe what Denver.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing that bad.
But the yeah, Denver looks good. Now I'm gonna say Philly, you know, and but they have their own issues as well. And even in that, oops, I was looking at it, and the thing of it is that if you look at that, you got let's see. Well, now I can say this about the Cowboys. Their offense is pretty good. I was looking at some stats and everything, and we probably as of now, Dallas probably has probably the best uh, receiving duel in the NFL right now with Pickens and Lamb. But of course, they have a horrible defense.
Not to rub it in here, Pat, but guess where George Pickens was previously?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steeler.
I was just ignoring that.
I know, but could have had him. We had a chance. We could have kept him in the division and done damage to the other guys.
I never really understood how a team like that could end up with the kind of crap that they end up putting on a field every year. But now I'm pretty much with. Of course, I've always been under the impression that Pittsburgh sucks. Pittsburgh sucks. Pittsburgh sucks. Pittsburgh sucks. I bet you didn't expect that one, huh, Gordon?
It caught me off guard just a tad. Good job, Evan.
Yeah, they. I think now that we're starting to head for the playoffs, who do you think is going to be in the top five?
Ooh. Well, again, there'll be Philly. There'll be, I think it's going to be Denver, and oh gosh, it's just I'm after that, I'm kind of up in the air, man, because I don't know what's what anymore. When we do our picks, I'm lost now.
I'm kind of thinking you may see somebody either Green Bay or the Vikings in a couple of those spots. San Francisco's doing fairly well too, and then I don't know that the Ravens are going to make it back. I sure as hell don't think that New England's going to be there. There ain't a whole lot left.
Indy.
Wow. Oh, I thought about them.
Yeah, the Colts. Dark horses. Yeah. All right, drum roll, please.
All right, hang on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Where the hell's it at? I hate that. I know what I'm looking for. I give up. I'm not going to hold this show up for this.
Giving you an opportunity, and well, we lost it. Too bad.
Well,
but yeah, I'm looking at them. They're still, I say good.
Another one that is kind of still surprising to me is Detroit. I hate when I do this. My mind blanks for a couple of seconds. What is it? The Colts that are out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised with them. as far as that's concerned.
Mm.
I don't think.
You know, well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I'm just gonna say it seems to be a season of mediocrity.
Yeah, I'm afraid you might be right.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of running away with it.
Well, there's nothing to run away with if you look at it. You know, they're all playing about mediocre.
Yeah.
You're going to have to, once you start getting into the last couple of weeks of the season, you're going to have to do something. And I hate to even say it, but Tampa Bay could probably end up being up there.
Yeah. I see them, getting the playoffs anyway. That's crazy, and I know, yeah. Oh God, in a way, just for friends, I I can see them go, far, just friends, just really not much you get, but just looking, my goodness, because they are, again, I mean, it's not the worst. I kept thinking that, I was thinking that Buffalo, because I pull them for them because I've just become a fan of Josh Allen.
Oh,
You
they don't.
know,
The thing about that is, I think he hasn't got enough experience yet to actually do any kind of good in the league. You know what the question is now? You know, are they actually winning or not?
you know,
And
I hear what you're saying.
I think another
Um,
thing that bothers me about all these teams is the fact of is there enough experience there to take them into it? You've had
yeah,
some real turnovers in this league now, and you don't have a Bill Belichick there anymore, or Marty Schottenheimer, or anything like that. But you do have a Schottenheimer down there in Dallas. Is it Dallas or the
Yeah,
Texans?
that's Dallas.
The only thing about Schottenheimer is he didn't know how to win in the playoffs.
Marty, not the son, of course.
Yeah, Marty. Yeah,
Marty. True.
well,
Had a tough time with that.
I think with that, and I say, the change play got shown. I look on the games. I mean, those them battling with AC, those games between him and Pat, and they've been epic. But to me, I think the biggest thing is them to effectively run ball with a running back. That's one of their things right there. But because, like I say, with Josh Allen, I like him because he's just tough. He's like I don't want to say he's a throw football player, now, not a quarterback position, but he's a tough dude. Like he's physical. You see in a quarterback just, hey man, look, I'm not sliding, I'm not juking folks. I'm just gonna, lower my shoulder and run someone over. And the fact that he does so much of that and manages to stay relatively healthy is amazing to me.
yeah. You know, somebody you haven't heard from since he went to the Texans is Nick Chubb. I thought he'd probably come back and have one hell of a year, but it didn't happen. I always liked his style of play, but you never hear anything from him.
Yeah. He was a dude, but I think he's on the other side of his career now. I mean, You think about the injuries he's had over the years and everything, and then the shelf life for the NFL running backs. Hey,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
And if you want to get hurt, you just become a running back.
Yeah.
You'll get clobbered every time. But the coming back to the Browns for a minute, I think I actually watched that game, and the first 3 quarters of it didn't look bad. I thought they might even have a chance of winning it. They were picked by 3, but there again, you put a different quarterback in there. That always used to be the element of surprise in the NFL. Whenever you'd play somebody, if you clobbered their quarterback and put him out, you'd get whatever was left. And whatever was left was probably equally as good. I mean, look at what San Francisco did with Montana,
Yeah.
and there was that other kid that was playing under him,
Steve Young?
Steve Young. Yeah, that that was a hell of a team. I have never ever in my life seen a quarterback like Montana was. He could actually see that whole field in 3D. At least that's what it looked like. And his passes were more than accurate. Yeah, that even if you go down to like even Miami, you had a quarterback that was bragging about how he was going to get everybody back to the promised land. Didn't happen, but was worth a thought.
Marino.
Yeah, Marino. The thing I was thinking about this is that I lost my whole. I need a cup of coffee. Is what I need. Jeez. They had. Yeah, it lost it. Good grief. Anyway, the as far as when you had tandems like that with like Jerry Rice in Montana,
Right.
and even Steve Young, they treated their quarterback the way he should have been treated. This crap about bringing them in 5 or 6 games into the season, I don't think that doesn't seem like it would work because there's not enough experience there. I, on the other hand, think that you have, when you start throwing them in like that, kind of like with Baker, his development was really hindered by being here and by the fact that he couldn't, he was getting picked on so badly by the fans up to wonder he even survived any of it. He had to get away from Cleveland for a year or so just to make him grow. And I don't think, I've said this before, Baker is always going to be Baker. He makes the same mistakes. He never learns from them or nothing. And you can be 4th and a foot with a whole game on the line, and he'd find some way of either throwing it into an interception or fumbling it. And people don't realize, he's a great player. And watch his technique sometime.
I think he's a glaring, man. I really do. And again, like I said first foremost, I think he had to do some maturing. But thing with him is that when the game is on the line and those third and longs, he becomes predictable, and you're gonna face that at times where you gotta make a play and everyone knows you're on the ball, you know.
Yeah.
And those right there are, when you get back, you're in that situation where okay, I got to throw the ball, and they're dropping back 8 in coverage, and especially let's say you playing against a really really good front four. These guys are almost a lights out front four. That's where you got guys like in the past we've seen guys like Pat Mahomes just make a play that it's like, wow, how do you do that? Or um, certain ones, they're just guys that are just true game. I think Baker is good. Um, great. I think one will say anything about him being great. But again, hey, oh God, when Rex Grossman, when he was with oh man, who he with?
The Bears.
I mean, they went.
I remember that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I remember that Super Bowl.
Come on, man. So sometimes, if you just have a heck of a team around you, man, you just have one of a team around you, and you just, it's almost like just lose. Sometimes you can almost put teams on autumn. They have what they call single bags and things like that, and we get a lead. We can just continue to hand the ball off and do these things, and it becomes an easier game. But I can throw every now and again. You keep defense, you want that defense on their heels, because now these guys have options. You can't just you drop back and cover, and they're successfully running the ball. You know what's going to happen. Or the quarterback is very aloof in his own, and he's going plays with his feet, So I don't know. So I'm going to say all the time the best quarterback.
Yeah, I get thinking about the news that Cleveland brought out this week. An old Shador, his house got broke into. Did you guys hear about that down there?
Yeah.
His apartment or whatever he's doing, and he was in the game playing, and somebody was in his house, and they supposedly took a bunch of stuff, jewelry and everything else.
They did that years ago, Pat, with doing that to players.
You chopped up quite a bit there. I didn't catch what you said.
But I was going to say that happened years ago as well. They were breaking these houses, their home, whenever they were, playing. There was a ring out that was on at one point.
Yeah.
They need to target them.
Yeah. I guess if you guys want to, we can start into the picks for the week.
Sounds good to me.
It's good last week that I went with my mind instead of my heart as far as a certain pick that I made, and I'm probably going to do it this week too. I thought they're saying, oh, Cleveland's favored by 3, and I thought, nah. My heart was saying, yeah, go for Cleveland. Nah. But anyway,
Yeah. All right, we got one right. We all got one right with Dallas. We picked
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Dallas, and they did what they were supposed to. Not that it was a great team they played, but
Right.
they did what they were supposed to do because offense was pretty good, very good.
well, even if with, that's what gets me. On one hand, it looks like they could very well win that game tomorrow. But on that other hand, and you've heard me say this a couple of million times since we've started this show. On the other hand, East Coast versus West Coast. West Coast always wins. And there you have it. And that's what's going to happen again this week. You're playing a West Coast team with Vegas. Cleveland never does well with that with any kind of stuff like that as far as the difference in the play calling and all that. And that's that's the way it happens. So my pick will probably be for against my favorite team. Did you ever sit and think,
And
who in the hell am I
who's
gonna?
your favorite team, Pat?
Oh, you're being
It's,
ornery. I know who it isn't.
who's not your favorite team?
Who's not my favorite team?
Pittsburgh sucks! Pittsburgh sucks! Pittsburgh sucks! Pittsburgh sucks!
You gotta quit setting me up like that.
Oh gosh.
I think though. Did you ever sit and actually, both, you have to be in a kind of the same boat we are up here. Did you ever sit and think, well, if they're doing so bad, is there anybody else I could watch that's halfway close?
You know, Pat, and that's the unfortunate thing for me. Okay, I am, converted to a Cowboy fan. I've been here over 4 years, so now Cowboy fan. But my other team is your favorite team. So I had a conversation with my, one of our big boss is a good friend of Stavansky's, and he knows him personally, and so in that I was telling him, I said, Cowboys are bad. The Browns, I said, man, that's a dumpster fire up there. And I said, right now, I'm just watching the Buckeyes.
Yeah, pretty much the same way here. I think though, if I was to actually want to watch something that actually gets on TV once in a while, I'd probably watch the Eagles. I really that team has got a lot going for it. They got a decent quarterback. Their running backs are really pretty good. And you got a couple of wide receivers over there that are good. So that's, I sit and watch a team like the Buckeyes that know how to win a game. And I think, why now couldn't this happen here? But there's your coaching issues again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with that, and because I'm here, the teams in the AFC's, happens to be Eagles, Cowboys, Commanders, you know, and the Giants. But the thing of it is that okay, I can't be a true Philly fan, but I do root for them, I guess. And I think that, and the crazy part is this: when they play, I'm gonna pick. I'm picking Dallas this time because they almost split every year. I don't know how, and one team can be, you know, almost a bottom dweller, but they'll split just about every year. I don't know. Figure it out.
Yeah, that if I, it's just a good thing that I'm not in any facility way or any way that I could talk to somebody from the. I'd love to talk to Jimmy Haslam. I'd put some I'd put some God fear in him.
Use it. Yeah.
Uh,
And and the sad part is, where did he learn some of the ownership tricks?
Pittsburgh.
From our arch rivals, the silver, or excuse me, the gold and black. Those guys. That's where he, first started, dabbling in ownership. If he should have learned anything good at all, should have learned it from them because they've been, consistent all these years. Even when they haven't been, the best, they've always had this level of consistency that our team just hasn't mustered, in the last 20 odd years since
Yeah.
they came back into the league. It's pretty pathetic,
Well,
frankly.
they are stable. Yeah, they are. They are for the most part pretty stable, I guess. For a better term, a term that I would use for them, and which I've always said this. I know that that's that team that Pat doesn't like. Matter of fact, I go on record. His second favorite team is the team that is playing that team. But the thing of it is this: I've looked, and one of the things I've always said is Tomlin. I think that dude's a heck of a coach. I think he's pretty good, because he's that team has overachieved over years. Whereas, you look at the Browns and man, they've been up there pretty darn good to god awful. It's like the Browns are like Cowboys. They tease you.
Yep,
they
that's
they
about
they
right
tease
too.
you.
And that cheese really pisses me off sometimes. I keep thinking, we'll get down to the 2 minutes in the fourth quarter, and I'll go over there and watch them if they're winning. If they're not, it gets turned off whenever they start losing. I, you know, I don't have any time for watching losers like that. I really don't. And I'll go find something else to do with my day if that damn team ain't going to win. I've done it here. I started doing that about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I actually was teaching a ham radio class or helping. And um, the the classes were on Sunday from 1 to 4. And so I would watch it here and there on the phone, on my cell phone, just so I could keep up with what the team was doing. And they were normally, it was normal for them to lose.
Mhm.
But, you know, if you ain't got it in you to win, I ain't got it in me to watch you. And every year these poor Cleveland Browns fans get the same old shit, different day. And I don't know. just bothers me. The life of Pat. I was a Cleveland Browns fan. That'd be the name of my book. Yeah, I've seen some of the best and I've seen some of the worst. At least we're
Yeah.
winning a couple games here and there. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens because George is turning.
The other thing that I wanted to talk about, there was a question on the local TV up here. How many yards will Shador Sanders get in tomorrow's game? Any idea?
You running or throwing or both?
Both, yeah. What's the total yards going to be? Actually, they put it between they put it between 0 and 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300, and 300 and above.
It's going to be under 300.
Yeah, I was thinking 250, 260 myself. If he has a decent game.
Probably about what I was thinking.
If he has a decent game.
But you know, right now, with the, you know, I mean, that's the thing about it. If the offense has a decent game, you guys are in the game. You know, because the defense can play pretty good. So, and meaning that, and when I say that, they can have some long drives. You know, whereas with the Cowboys, well, offensively, we got to have a great game because we haven't been able to stop anybody. But now they did make some more changes, and we'll see what happens. I think the defense is actually a little bit better. And then, what's the other kid, the other young man that came back? And man, he's a stud, but I don't know how long he can stay healthy. They got a guy. What's that guy's name? Anyway, he plays so hard, and he's one of those guys that just throws his body all around out there.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, because it's Philly, I'm thinking that Dallas is going to pull one off. Surprise everyone. And,
yeah,
you know, they're not mathematically, at this point, as crazy as this season is, they're not mathematically out of it as a wild card. So we'll see what happens. But, you know, we have to have some defense down here.
Yeah.
We got to have some defense.
All right, let's get into the picks for this week. We've got about 10 minutes left. Who wants to get them?
Actually, I'm ready to go. I anticipated this, so I pulled the slate of games here. So
all right, we'll make that your chore from now on.
All right. I gladly accept the challenge. Okay, first game up. We have these are all 1:00 games Sunday. Jets at Ravens. Is there really any choice here?
They're at the I'm taking the Ravens.
At the Ravens, yeah. At the Ravens. So yeah,
I'm taking the Ravens.
I'll take the Ravens. I need some mouthwash.
Yeah, this next
I hear
one.
you, man.
This next one actually, I find it kind of intriguing just because the matchups that are here. Okay, this is going to be Steelers at Bears.
Steelers at the Bears. Well, we know who.
Mm-hmm.
We know who my pick is.
Pittsburgh sucks. Pittsburgh sucks. Pittsburgh sucks. Pittsburgh sucks.
I love it.
Hmm. I
Uh,
kind of, I'm going with the. Do I want to go with the?
I think
I'm
I'd
gonna go the
take.
opposite way.
I think I'd take Chicago. You're
I'm going the
take.
opposite way.
You're taking the Steelers.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm probably going to regret this, but I will go with the Bears as well.
Yeah, I think it's Pittsburgh is doing their normal fight. They flew into the playoffs backwards the last time they made that.
Okay, here's the next one. Patriots at Bengals.
I'm
Ugh.
taking the Patriots, man.
You think? We got Flacco. Or they got Flacco.
Man, the Bengals are a dumpster fire,
They're
man.
they're turning into the Bungles before our very eyes.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to go with the Patriots here. They've looked the part. Well, they looked like Belichick in the old days. Although I think in some ways they're better because that quarterback they have now, Drake May, has more athleticism. He can do more things. Plus they have Mike Vrabel, who's from up here, and I think there's a coach that I would say learned his lesson because he started out as we probably will recall with the Tennessee Titans and flamed out there, but he seems to be having a great second act here. So definitely have to go with the Patriots here.
Yeah, put me down for that too.
Yeah. Next up, Giants at Lions.
I'm
Oh,
taking the Lions.
yeah, I'll take the Lions too.
And here, yeah, Giants are only a slightly less hot dumpster fire than the Bengals or the Browns. So yeah, Lions for me too. Right, next up, Vikings at Packers.
That's a tough
That
one
should
to.
be a good game.
That's a
That should
tough
be a
one to
good game.
pick.
Uh, I'm gonna slightly. I'm gonna roll with the Packers.
Oh, God, that's a tough pick. Putting together the information from the games I've watched on them, on both teams. Give me Green Bay.
I'm going to make it unanimous Packers because they're at home. Vikings are they just haven't convinced me that they can do this week in week out. We the Browns played the Vikings over in England as you'll recall, and we had a lead in that game too and gave it away. But anybody else, yeah, I have my questions about them. So give it the Packers in this one.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, Colts at Chiefs.
Man, you know what? Because I hate to go against Pat, but the Colts are surprising me.
To be honest about it, I think
I'm taking Colts.
Pat Mahomes is a little. He's starting to begin on the downhill of his abilities, and
Yeah, I'll say that, and then also, I watched the first part of the season. I'm like, man, they got so many injuries, which they did.
uh,
But I thought they would bounce back, but they just don't. They just don't look the same to me.
I feel the same way about the Colts. And here's another amazing thing. Their quarterback Daniel Jones was with the Giants previously, and he flamed out
Yes.
with them, and he's having a second coming here. So definitely give me the Colts. The Chiefs, yeah, they had their moment, but it looks to me like they are starting to slip on us. Okay, the last of the 1 o'clock games: Seahawks at Titans.
You know what? I'm taking the Seahawks.
I was just thinking that I kind of think that Tennessee is they're wannabes.
Their record definitely says wannabes. Seahawks they just seem to have it going on. So definitely give me the Seahawks there. Okay, the 4 o'clock games. First one is Jaguars at Cardinals.
Two other bottom feeders. I think just because I think I'm going to take Arizona because I don't think Jacksonville's got enough. They're another one like the Browns. You want to win, it's complete surprise.
They're playing where?
The Jags are at the Cardinals.
I'm gonna take Cardinals. They're at home.
The Jags. I mean, they have the better record, overall. But yeah, I guess I'm in show me mode too with the Jags. So give the Cards a nod here. Okay, the one we've all been looking forward to: Browns at Raiders.
I'm taking the Browns.
My heart's not there. It's just not there. Give me the Raiders.
With regret, I'm going to pick the Browns. Yeah, again.
Y'all go ahead and pick the Browns. When we come
I
back
can't wait to
next
have
week.
that told you so, Pat. Matter of fact, I'll probably be texting you. I told you so.
I'll be waiting for it. If it's a Browns win, it's worth taking the BS about it.
Yeah.
Okay, the next up are the 4:25 games. Eagles and Cowboys.
I'm taking the Cowboys. I
Eagles.
think it might be my heart in this one because the Eagles they're a good team. They're a little bit fickle, but they are a good team.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take my favorite team, the Eagles.
As I've told you before, I have in-laws in Philadelphia. I don't think I'd be allowed in the city limits if I picked against them, so I'm definitely going with the Eagles here. That's
all right. You'll get a text from me too.
Okay. Next up, Falcons at Saints.
Oh God, stink versus stunk. I don't know. Who you got, Evan?
Oh well, this team has regressed since they went to the Super Bowl and won. But give me the Saints. Yes, I will probably call them the Aints next week. But we've been calling them the Aints all season anyway.
Who is the other team?
Falcons.
Falcons.
I guess I'm gonna go with the Aints too, because every time I pick the Dolphins, they show me I don't know what I'm talking about.
I guess give me the Saints.
Yeah. I don't think it really matters on that one. Who knows? No one knows.
Okay, the Sunday night game, we're gonna love this one. Buccaneers at Rams.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I'm going Pat's boy Baker, just cause. Him and Nate.
Yeah, your brother's the one that
He can't stand.
I could hear him now. All right, I guess. Who were they playing again?
They're at the Rams.
Tampa Bay and the Rams.
West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, West Coast, East Coast. Give me the Rams.
Feel the same way. Matthew Stafford, one of those other guys, he was with the Lions. They were sticking up the joint. He moves west to the Rams and he wins the Super Bowl. So definitely give me the Rams.
They have been playing. or they're capable of. They hadn't been that consistent here lately, but they are still capable of just any given Sunday. That's a team to beat anybody.
Yeah. Sure. Okay, last up, the Monday night game. Panthers at 49ers.
I'll take the
49ers been
49ers.
playing pretty good. I'm taking 49ers.
Yeah,
Feel the same way. And again, we talked about it a couple of times here beforehand. East Coast versus West Coast. And I just, there's a little something about the 49ers that makes me think that they have the edge. So, yeah, give me the 49ers. And there we are. We've
what
gone
about
through
the
all.
Thursday night? Oh,
Let me find
those
the
are,
Thursday night game here.
yeah, we probably ought
That's
to do
actually going to
that.
be week 13. But I mean, if we want to do it, I'll be
Oh,
happy to set up for. This is actually
oh
Thanksgiving.
yeah, we got Cowboys
3 of
and
those.
Chiefs.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got Cowboys and Chiefs, and I'm gonna take the Chiefs. We
Yeah,
got
me
two
too.
games, and then it's gonna be what the Lions and
Packers, Lions and
Lions and
Packers.
Packers.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a good one.
yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with the with the Packers, even though they're the road team. The Lions are starting to slip a little bit. I mean, they're still very good at home, but I mean, Packers have
I'm
just
with you on that.
a little bit extra.
Yeah.
The second one on Thursday is Chiefs and Cowboys.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm taking Chiefs.
This time, yes, I will go with the Chiefs. And then the last one here, Bengals at Ravens. That's the late night game.
Ravens.
Ravens for me too.
Yes, sir. Ravens.
Clean sweep. Well, there we are. That's Thanksgiving, so we're all set up for that. We've done them all.
Let's
All right.
let's do a quick who's going to win the Ohio State game for both now and that team up north. They're playing what, Rutgers today, right?
Yes.
Well, it's unanimous. Everyone can run. Ohio State, excuse me.
I'll take
Everyone's
Ohio
taking
State on that
Ohio.
one.
I am too.
And Michigan, I think Ohio is going to deserve. One is this. I'm gonna say this. This quarterback they have this year is good, and I'm not even sure how good he is because of the receiver. Man, those are Sunday receivers. He's throwing the ball to, especially Smith.
Yeah, I'll take Ohio State on both of them.
Same here.
I'd like to see Ohio State just come out and rip them apart. And I think they got enough this year to do it.
I think that's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they're going to win that. The one that concerns me is the following week when they play Indiana.
Yeah, for the Big Ten title game. Yeah. Indiana has really come on strong. I'm really impressed with.
That's a good team.
They are very good. Well, but we'll worry about that when that time comes.
Yep. All right. Well, we got about a minute or an hour and 5 minutes in the can, so I guess we can wrap her up for today. Thanks everybody for listening in. Well, I'd like to remind you that tomorrow night at 7:30, we're going to have a kind of a special radioactive tomorrow night. I have an idea for a contest. I'll fill everybody in about that tomorrow night. I gotta find an example of what I'm wanting to do, and we'll see what happens with that. This idea for this contest it's going to be pretty good. It evolves around a song called Uma Paloma Blanca, and it's kind of a a TikTok fame thing. It's one of their fads going through. So I think what we're going to have to do is try that out. Anyway, we got that coming tomorrow night. Monday should be the return of the Art of Argument. I had some equipment issues last week, and we just never got it put together. But most of the major work that I got to do is already done. I hope that you guys never did tell me. Well, do we sound okay as far as?
Yeah,
You sound bad.
yeah. Today was fine. I didn't hear any echo at all. I mean, you were talking about setting up the stereo section there.
That really surprised me. I'll tell you what. The sampling rate was a little bit low, and it's up where it ought to be. I have a couple of meters around me that I watch that are a little on the low side, but it's the broadcaster itself showing full scales. We'll keep doing that. Anyway, that'll be the return of the Art of Argument. With that, there's going to be some pretty hostile topics coming as far as I want to talk to him about the what the president said last night or yesterday afternoon, the disrespect he's showing everybody, and this phone call that he supposedly was taped doing. So
I hear that. Yeah, I hear that. I'm going to tune in just for that because I didn't about that, but got upset at the video. And it was like, well, just telling him, "I look, good job. You know what your job is, do your job. Don't do anything illegal that upset it."
well, I think there's some stuff that you just as Americans, you just can't believe he's getting away with the stuff he is. But that's for another show. Then we'll be back here next Saturday. You guys are up for next Saturday, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we can squeak Nate in here too. So anyway, we will let everybody go off to their afternoon Saturday, and we will see everybody. See everybody then. Have a grand afternoon, and as soon as I can find the button to get out of here, we'll go. 7-3 on. Catch ya.